A good day to you, sir. I apologize, but Lady Janeth is not currently welcoming visitors. If you are here with regards to her recent marriage, you may leave any gifts or warm wishes with me, and I will ensure she receives them. Forgive me. As you can hear, Lady Janeth is indisposed at present. Please come back another time. Well, of course, that wouldn't be my place to say. Lady Janeth wishes for some time alone with her new spouse and has sent her staff on holiday accordingly. Ordinarily, no. Though such generosity would not be out of character. But in this instance, I fear she has other motivations. Motivations I will not talk about. In ordinary circumstances, I'd appreciate her generosity more fully, but, well, I prefer to be here for when she changes her mind. Were you to try and enter, there'd be nothing I could do to stop you. After all, I am on holiday. Do as you wish.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Oscar, if you're still in there, listen to my voice. This is not you. Please let me help you.
All I hear is the grunting of a swine. Come closer so I can rip out your filthy tongue.
Stop this. I love you, Oscar. And I know you love me.
It's your gold I love, hogwife. But all the riches in Faerun would not be enough to make a life with you worth living.
Oh, gods aid me. He does not mean the things he says. You! Help subdue him, but be gentle. He's not to blame. Still breathing. Now, not that I'm ungrateful for your help, but... Wait. Your face is familiar to me. Yes, I've seen it before in Oscar's sketches. You're the one who saved him from the Zentarim. He made a point to keep it in his private collection. Was quite adamant about it, in fact. You made quite an impression. His valiant protector. A shame you didn't get here sooner. You might have saved him again. Don't take that tone with me. I know he's not your responsibility. He's mine. And I'm failing him. You should have seen him on our wedding day. So vibrant, so alive. He couldn't have been happier. Not long after the wedding, he lost his appetite, fell into dark moods. He started to avoid my company entirely. Artistic temperament, I thought, but it worsened. He became violent. Called me some rather imaginative names. I hesitate to say it. Something unnatural has taken hold of him. Oscar has been possessed. I used to be. Now I'm his wife. We married not a 10-day ago. Things have changed rather a lot since then. I can't come within arm's reach without him trying to strangle me. And he calls me such vile things. It hates everyone, but it loathes me. It's not him. I know he would never hurt me. And I promised I would let no harm come to him. As you can see, I've already failed. It's obvious he needs more help than I can give. Please, you saved him once. You must find a way to cure him. I can't tell anyone about this. It was hard enough to keep it from the servants. The city is rife with paranoia. If word got out about his condition, well, the Steel Watch are hardly known for showing mercy. I need someone to look into this quietly. It's the only chance he has. Oscar's behavior began to change shortly after the wedding. He became withdrawn, working obsessively up in his atelier. I tried to take him some food, but I couldn't cross the threshold. It was as though the house itself didn't want me up there. Whatever this thing is, it doesn't want anyone going up there. I swear it's in the walls, watching.
The portrait is ice cold to the touch, filling you with a sense of overwhelming dread. So why is the woman smiling? Set into the mansion's faded exterior, you see the faintest outline of a door, an entrance designed to provide the utmost discretion. The door pulses with a heavy, melancholic magic. Whatever lies behind it concerns the living and the dead. You sense it waits for the right words. It requires permission to open. The door shudders. It has no choice but to let you inside.
Stick carrion awaits.
You do not have an appointment, yet you seek an audience with Mr. Carrion. I sent you too like to wander the boundaries between life and death. You have read the necromancy of Thay. Tell me, what brings one of such power into the presence of Mr. Carrion? That depends on what torments you. Love, vengeance, regret. The dead can be put to all sorts of purposes in the hands of one adept at their manipulation. I am a spirit, medium. One who wanders the hazy boundaries of mortality, bearing the intentions of the living and the knowledge of the dead. You possess some aptitude in that regard, but I'm afraid you aren't of the caliber required to be one of my regular clients. My name is known to those who matter. So is my discretion. The living hold such superstition about communing with the dead. As such, my patrons prefer to use my services in the strictest confidence. Whatever the customer desires, or at least whatever they can afford. Each brings their own desperation. Some crave a word of solace. Some wish to see, to summon, to torment. I provide for them all, according to their merit. You are not deserving of such a gift. Unless you've some other purpose here, our consultation is at an end. The painter. Yes, I remember. He wanted to contact a tormented spirit. I gave him exactly what he desired, and for a pittance, given the complexity of his request. His inability to follow simple instructions is hardly my fault. If he wanted his safety guaranteed, that would have cost him extra. Of course. That's what my clients pay for. To feel safe and superior, even over death itself. Oscar couldn't afford 1/10 of my usual fees. I was indulgent in helping him, but now the spirit must be exorcised. I assume you came to me seeking an exorcism? I can provide you with the means to perform such a ceremony, but you understand, this is my livelihood. First, you must do something for me. So ready to part with your gold? To save yourself the bother of helping someone? Perhaps you are more like my usual customers than I thought. Very well. You may purchase Oscar's salvation, if you can afford it. Do not worry. It is of an earthly nature. It regards a conduit of mine, Thrombo, who has recently deserted his duties. He has not gone far, but given the sensitivity of his nature, I would prefer that he is not free to roam the city. Return Thrombo's body to me, then I will give you what you need to cleanse Oscar of his spectral interloper. My child, that would be asking the impossible. He is already dead. He is... what do they call them here? Ah, a zombie. A waif I rescued from the jaws of death and gave a second chance at earthly purpose. If he does not value the gift I gave in reanimating that wretched flesh of his, then I will take it back. It is my property, not his. Had I thought you were the type to shout his name from the rooftops, I would never have offered you the job. Thrombo is not alone in his ingratitude. He has led others in my service astray. 3 of them, beggars and zombies alike. The others lack even Thrombo's modicum of intelligence. It should be no great task to wring his location from one of them. Then, with the spirits herein our witnesses, the arrangement is made. They will follow your progress with great interest. As will I. Not food, client.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
My spirits told me you were capable. Yeah, but of course, one must never be scared to part with gold. It's better spent than buried.
Leave me be. What are you doing in here?
The man's stench is unmistakable. Death, decay, despair. This must be Thrumbo, the runaway mystic carrion was so eager for you to retrieve.
This is my spot. Go on, find your own. Mystic. Carrion. You're working for him? Oh no. No, no. I knew he wouldn't let us leave in peace. You don't have to help him. He's the one you should be after, not me. I don't understand. We're nothing to him. Nothing to anyone. He never stopped telling us that. Wasn't doing any harm. Just trying to beg a few coin to get by, and he murdered me. Murdered my friends and made us into these things. Monsters. Fit for gutting and grinding and desecrating the dead. He constantly abuses us. Makes us do the worst things you can imagine. There used to be 5 of us. My friend Talus, he couldn't take it anymore. One day, I saw him drive a coffin nail right through Carrion's skull. Then another, and another. We thought he had done it. Freed us all. Then when dawn came, Talus seized up suddenly like something had got a grip of him. We ran to help, but he just exploded. I got so much blood and pulp in my eyes. When I look back, Carrion was just stood there, completely unharmed. If I knew that, I'd have tried to kill him myself. I know this is gonna sound strange, but I've been watching him, trying to figure it out, and I think he's a mummy lord. It's an ancient, evil being who refused to die, who cannot die. I used to hear about them in stories, and I can't think of another explanation. After Talus died, Carrion blindfolded me and took me into a strange place. A foul and ancient place. Somewhere the living wouldn't dare to tread. Down there, he showed me a jar. Said it contained the secret to eternal life. And if I behaved, he would share it with me. I think it was his heart. I'm not stupid. I know what he did to my friend. Gods, how I'd love to smash that bastard jar. That's how you kill mummy lords, you know. Don't let yourself be tempted by it. Whatever's in that jar must be destroyed. No, please!
Time to push my luck again.
Hush, spirits. I sense it too. Our guest brings with him the stench of Thrumbo's disobedience. Hand his carcass to me. Quickly. This is your preferred course? To change the terms of our arrangement now that you feel you have the upper hand? You are a brave soul. To try and manipulate one who makes the dead dance from his fingertips. Given his condition, I am willing to refund Oscar's original fee. But the torch of revocation is what you require to help him. Use it to destroy the painting of his self-destructive lover, and her spirit will be forced to vacate his body. With that, my debt to you is settled. Should you need any further consultations, you will, of course, have to pay for them. Have we more business in this life? Can it not wait until the next? Oh, her death was most ordinary. She killed herself. Obviously life was too heavy a burden. You'd be surprised how many aren't strong enough to bear it. Of course, it was hardly my place to speculate on why she chose such a course. Only her spirit could tell you that.
Wasn't expecting that. This jar fights back.
So, rather than doing as you were told, you engaged in an act of wanton vandalism. I expected better. I thought I made clear the terms of our arrangement. You think my immortality so easily destroyed? What you have done can be undone, though you will not live to see it! Perhaps a few centuries of servitude will enlighten you to the benefit of honoring your agreements!
Yes, right.
No gloom, all doom.
The portrait is ice cold to the touch, filling you with a sense of overwhelming dread. So why is the woman smiling?
out! Get out!
Please, Kerry, my darling, listen to me.
You brought me here. You did this. Do not interfere. He's coming home with me. And he deserves it. He called me here. Trapped me. Pathetic little childish boy.
I only wished to explain myself to make you see how...
No! Enough of your whining. Enough! Selfish, arrogant bastard of an artist. I wanted to be left in peace. Neither would you, if you'd been dragged here by this self-important asshole. Why does everything always have to revolve around Oscar Fevers?
Oh, my sweet Kerry. What did I do to you?
Save your tears for the ethereal plane. What are you saying? You're trying to confuse me. It's so hard to think. I don't remember.
Kerry, my sweet meat. I just need to know that what you did, that it wasn't my fault.
Why am I here? I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be!
The spirit's aura flickers, changes. She is confused, lost, dragged here unwillingly by a man who refused to let her leave.
Fine. If Oscar wants the truth, he can have it. We were a fling, nothing more. My decision had nothing to do with him. I did this because I was so fucking sad. All the time. Oscar finds it easier to imagine a world where women kill themselves over him than one where they have their own bloody problems.
I'm sorry, Kerry. I had no idea. But I was truly not to blame.
No, you weren't. So you and your poxy paintings stay away from me! We're done, Oscar. Over. Now let me rest in bloody peace.
Gods, what a mess I've made of it all. My sweet Firelia. I've been a rotten fool, haven't I? And yet you never left my side.
It will take more than a ghost to scare me away. Though I wish you'd come to me sooner.
But of course, I'm a man of my word. And the word was compensation. Come upstairs to my atelier. I promise you'll leave with something priceless. Immortality.
So, first you save my husband, then you save our marriage. I can't tell you how grateful I am. I wouldn't dream of rewarding such bravery with gold. Besides, this is Oscar's debt to settle. The painting he offers is worth far more. One day, it may be priceless. He will go on to great things, thanks to you. Please, go to his atelier. Sit for him. You won't be disappointed.
Here he is, the hero of the hour. Brushes are oiled, the canvas prepped, and you... well, you're comfortable. That's the main thing. So, shall we begin? No, of course not. As an artist, I want to capture your true essence in this portrait. Bloodstains and all. Oh, of course, if you do want to freshen up first, I'm more than happy to wait. After all, it will be seen by generations to come. Wonderful. Stand yourself just there, and voila! All it needs now is a name. Something to capture the spirit in which it was created. Perhaps not the thing you'll be remembered for, but a fine quality, nonetheless. Adds a certain mystique, I think. Please, take it in for a moment. It's not every day one's face is preserved for posterity. Truly, my finest work yet.